welcome back to Planet Coaster. We are not playing that series. We are on the sorry, just one. So, we're back to oh god, I'm sorry. I haven't been waiting very long. It's quite early for me. But on my days off, like from work, I'm usually up late. But not today, I'm relatively early for me. Anyway, enough about me and what time I should be up and what time I'm getting up. Yeah, we're back playing PlanCo today. We are probably, fingers crossed, this is going to be the last episode on this part of the Pokecoaster series. So if you don't know, that series basically means we have mini-series within a bigger main series. We've done 3, we're on our 3rd coaster out of 6? I think I want to do it. Or more. Probably more than that. Between 6 and 10, I think. So we are on our 3rd one. They all require Theme Maker Toolkit models, which I've only done for a couple of them. So I'm going to have to go to Theme Maker's Toolkit, remember how to use all of that before going ahead and using the models for this series. But yeah, so last episode we went ahead and we detailed this main temple. Today's episode it's not going to be a lot to it. It is literally going to be a case of making the garden area look pretty. There's a lot of area to cover though, so I don't know how I'm going to make this work, but we'll figure out something, right? But yeah, so we got to make this garden look pretty, kind of like this, but a bit more. I guess, because this has like all this empty space here, and I really don't know I don't know what to do with this to make it not so empty, you know. Obviously we've got trees, but the trees only cover a certain area. Pop in an acacia tree. No, there you go, perfect. There you go, like that. But yeah, so we've got a lot of ground to cover and make pretty. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do about this area. It's kind of just looks like that at the moment. But yeah, we'll make this garden. I'll probably have some kind of like border or something around the outside of the path that we're going to be having, because I feel like I don't know, it would look nicer if we're going to have some kind of border. I don't know what border it's going to be. It's going to be something quite small. Probably just a regular fence, but it's going to be hard because sorry, there's like a lot of curves and stuff, so it's going to be hard to make things look nice. I mean, the easy fix is just to make this all lined paths, line it all with paths, which you can do. But I want there like to be coaster interaction and stuff. Is the plans. There's just gonna be a lot of rocks around. There's gonna be these trees, obviously everywhere. There's already a couple, but more. We're gonna have more trees. Probably make the, as you can see, just by the temple. I don't know if you can actually see. There's this area here, which is the queue line. That's gonna need some kind of touch up, just to help a little bit, bring things to life. So that is something that we will end up doing. And yeah, I don't know, it's literally going to be doing this. This is what I'm going to be doing for the next few hours. This is not going to be the most interesting of... Oh, I've got to keep the stations there. This is not going to be the most interesting of time lapses, but you get the satisfying outcome of what it looks like after. So take that how you will. You might like that, you might not. But then, yeah, once we've done that, it will be a case of probably touching up a couple of bits, make it look a little bit nicer in certain areas, and then that'll be it for this episode, this coaster. I've said it from the past like few episodes. I do want to do something with the top of these, but I just don't know what. And I haven't really had the time for it. But yeah, I'm gonna go and place a bunch of trees. It's gonna be fun and exciting, and make the path look a little bit prettier. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Enjoy. welcome back. I hope you enjoyed my time lapse. We are done. This coaster is done. The garden around the coaster is done. It is not a lot of, there's not a lot of grass, but there is grass. Like here for example, which I didn't even know there was that much grass there. But that's an easy fix. So I got the gardens done. It took a couple of hours, so it's not too bad. Basically this episode was Bush Placing Simulator 2021 with a couple of rocks here and there, but it's fine. All is good. We're done now. I like it overall. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not like ecstatic about how it's turned out, but I think that's just the way my brain works. That's something that I was thinking about whilst building it. I don't know if it's just, I don't know if it's for everybody or if it's just for me, but whenever I build something, it can be like the best looking thing ever. Like it can be insanely looking, but I'll look at it and I'll go, eh, that's very meh, you know. That's not super good. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me and my brain works. I mean, and then I'll like somebody will say, "Oh, you built that so good," and I'm like, "Nah, it's not really that great." And like, people might think, "Oh, he's just saying that to get some recognition, make himself feel better." And like, that's one thing that I'm not really that type of person. I don't really care for recognition. I never have done. I know some people do, which is fair enough. This is very human, especially nowadays with like trolls, internet trolls, especially. They need that recognition. They need that like, appreciation, I guess, to make them feel a little bit better when they're down from internet trolls, which is fair enough. You know, I don't really care for that kind of stuff, but some people do. I was talking to my friend about it actually, like at work. He was struggling with that at work. He was like, "Oh, I feel like I'm doing all this work for the company and I'm not getting any praise or recognition for it," and it kind of made him feel a bit shit. And I don't really know what to say about that because I don't really care for it. So it's quite a difficult thing to answer for him. But we got there in the end. At the end of the day, let's be honest. We all know the reason why internet trolls exist is just because they've got issues going on in their own life, and they use those issues that they got going on in their own life as a catalyst. Toward their catalyst for their aggression and statements that they make on the internet. But yeah, we're done. So as you'll see from the video, enough about that. I'm on here. So we went around and we placed plants everywhere. That's pretty much what happened. I'm looking at this like these rivers, right? And don't get me wrong, I like them, but I like the lily pads. But I don't know, maybe I've gone a bit too intense on the lily pads. I don't really know how I feel about them yet. They had a bit more greenery though, and add a bit of life to the river. So I haven't really decided what I'm going to do about these. I might just go through and get rid of a couple here and there. You know, a couple that I think are just a bit overwhelming. But yeah, so we did a lot of trees. We placed a lot of trees. We placed a few rocks. There was a lot of rock work around here. We did a lot of rock work out there. We did place some bushes and stuff, which were a pain in the bum, tedious AF to do. But it's all done now, so I think I'm good with it. Though. I'm happy with how it's turned out. And then obviously toward the end, we placed like these lights up. Which will just make it look a little better during the night times. Show you that. There you go. It's not going to bring a ton of life to it and a ton of light, but it's just enough, you know. I still don't know if I'm going to change these lights or not. I kind of want to, but at the same time I don't know. So I've got to make that decision myself. And then once we did that, we went ahead. Let me go back to daytime. We went ahead and we finished off with the coaster station. Nothing too super fancy. It's just a simple station. Tried to fit with the same sort of theme as this. A couple of beams around it, and if you can actually, yeah, you can see a couple there. And then you've got this bit down here that we've done. I was gonna fence a whole entire path, but I thought, nah, that's gonna take way too long, and it probably ended up looking worse, and it just looked too much. So I ended up just using the default railings on all of this. However, we have an issue. As you can see, this bit is not railing because there's an issue with the path. You know, there's like a path issue here, so it won't actually let me. But it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. And then yeah, this queue line again. That was another thing that I was going to do something with, but I just, after doing this, I was like, nah, I'm not going to. I don't want to like ruin it. So we're just gonna leave it as it is there. But yeah, I think it looks very, very good though. Like if you look at it from certain angles, it's very, very cool looking. Especially this angle. I like this angle a lot. Maybe if I like twist it a little bit, yeah, like that. I think that's a really cool. Seeing the coaster in the background, like here coming over. I think that's a very, very cool look. And this will be our thumbnail for the video. There we go, nailed it. Yeah, so I don't know when the next episode of this series is going to be. I have currently got another Planet Coaster series going on, which is just a temporary seasonal one. It's going to be a Halloween themed series for you guys to watch and enjoy. So look out for that. There is a couple. There's at least I think the first episode as this goes live. I think there's at least one episode on the on my channel for it. So go check that out. It gives you a rundown of my ideas, my plans. I did fail a little bit whilst recording that video, but you'll hear all about that as you watch the video. But we will continue with the series after that series has come to an end. We just have to give it a bit of time, give myself a break from this series. I've got to figure out how to work the Maker's Toolkit again and make the models, change the stance of the models and stuff. So that is something that I will have to teach myself, but I've got a lot going on at the moment, so it will come in due time, don't worry. So this series will be on a temporary hiatus after this episode, but I'm happy. We've done three of the many. I think there's like at least 10, I think is what I ended up saying. I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe for more content from me. Check out my socials, they are of course linked down in the description of the video for you. Thanks so much for watching, catch you all later.